Hello, my friend. I have returned. It is all right. I know that you have some reservations about me, knowing what I've done. But I can assure you that I am your friend, the best friend that you could want, in fact, given where you stand. I know it must be strange, the situation you find yourself in, and that it all must feel like some terrible dream. But dreams are for the living, my friend, not for the dead. I know that you are aware of your fate by now. I could hear your thoughts and prayers inside that coffin. But you've come to terms with what you are much faster than the others did, I will give you that. You have strength left inside, and this is very good. Very good. It is not pleasant, is it? The void, the dark forever, and its surrounding silence. It has sent so many mad, so many minds shattered with the knowledge they cannot be saved, even with my master's help. They would not be the same. They would remain lost forever. How are your new limbs feeling? Do they all feel attached? I know that you may be in discomfort. I know you cannot relax, but please try. The new limbs do itch from time to time as the body gets used to them. It should disappear after a few weeks, if the master does not change them again. I know that there are some questions you would like answers to, and I can answer some of them if you like, but others I think would be best left unanswered. The living world moves on much faster than we'd like it to, and a broken heart is harder to mend, even if it's no longer beating. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be making jokes, but it's not often that the master spends so much time away. He has been up in that tower for days now, waiting for the right moment. And even disgusting creatures, such as myself, get lonely from time to time. Yes, I will answer a question now. I will tell you how you died. Not that it matters now about the hows or whys. You're coming back anyway. I will remind you, though, not all answers are pleasant ones. You were poisoned. Yes, poisoned. It was I who poisoned you. Now do not be mad. You were very important to the master's work. He wanted someone of strong physical strength. It took a lot of poison to eventually take you down. You should be proud of that, at least. I watched as the poison took a hold of you, whilst you ate at your chair by the fireplace. You fell to the floor, unable to breathe or move, and then you were gone. I do apologize for that, by the way. I know it wasn't how most of us would like to go. I know we all imagine that we will die, surrounded by our loved ones, and fall into that deep, forever sleep in relative peace. But for so many of us, that's just not how it goes. On a most pleasant note, I remember when they buried you out in Tander Cemetery. I've been there a lot these days, and I watched your funeral. I saw your loved ones grieve and beg for your return. They don't know what's to come. They also prayed for your grave to be left alone due to my master's work, getting some local attention. That prayer, I'm afraid, was unanswered. Like I said, your physical strength was very important to the work. Your resting place, like the others, needed to be opened. The outside world no longer had a use for you, but we did. Can you hear the storm outside? That awful never-ending storm. That is the work of my master's weather machine. You remember my master. I don't think you could ever forget. He created that device to keep the storms from ever leaving this castle. The storms help with his work. The loud cracks and roars from the sky is something that you eventually get used to. So just relax if you can. I know that you have a lot to say, and a lot that is on your mind just fighting to come out. In time, you will be able to see and speak and move again. But please be still. For the meantime, I would like you to be silent, if you can, in your mind. The mind is an interesting thing, you know, in life or death. It can hear and sense what is going on outside. I know that some part of you, something that has clung on to your previous life, knows what is going, even if they can do nothing about it. And that's what I have counted on, you see. I know that you are dead, and I know what my master has planned for you. To bring you back to life, back from death. His research is sound enough, and I have read through it 1,000 times when he's not looking. For the most part, I understand his theories and his goals and his dreams of immortality and the wish to keep others from death. But what he doesn't understand, what he has never understood, is how much power there is over the dead. All his research, all his findings are focused on how to remain alive, how to preserve dead tissue, how to reattach dead limbs and organs from various hosts, and to bring them back into use. But he never considered that the dead have just as much say in their bodies and what to do with them as he does. He wanted a perfect human, something of great stature and intellect, with only the finest limbs and organs. Perfect in everything the master saw as important. He cut and chopped and sewn through hundreds of you to find the right parts for his perfect human. The last part of it was the torso and head. your torso and head, I'm afraid. And I remember your pain. I understood that even in death, you felt it all. Every sliced muscle and detached bone. I have heard it too. Your screams. Your endless screams in the dark as he has toyed with your body, removing and reattaching again and again until you are perfect. Every one of my master's experiments, his victims, I have heard, and it has been a haunting experience for me to know that you felt everything. Every blade and stitch, every flicker of flame in the cremation chambers with the parts unwanted. I know and understand the dead. I know and understand you. I am the only one that does or cares in the living world. I am your friend. The master, for the genius he is often blind to others. But I tell you something that no one else has even considered, that the world is blind to. The dead have always outnumbered the living. For thousands and thousands of years, every living being in this world has met the same end. No one can escape it, and if they knew that, even after death, that their existence would become this, how many of those alive or dead would try to strike down my master? How many would wait after being laid to rest, would wait for someone kind, like me, to reawaken you from the slumber and free you? He took his work too far and has defiled too many to be forgiven. Something must be done. Over the many years, I have served him, have planned to replace him if it came to it. But as he grew more mad and more obsessed, I knew I could not do it alone, and I could not leave, so I made a choice. I decided to do something that I thought would be beautiful. Would you like to know? You may have already guessed. I plan to kill the master, using you as the strength in the body I knew I did not have. You, as his perfect human, could break his neck with the easiest of grips. He is old and tired, but still too strong for someone as hideous and weak as I. But you, so tall and so strong, you could do it. You will do it. Here's the final thing I'll say about my master's thoughts of you. Do you know what he called you as you lay in your grave? Could you hear it as clearly as you can hear me now? A vessel. When I dug up your grave, the master said to me that you were merely a vessel waiting for a purpose. He has no respect for you or the life you had before. He did not value the things you did or loved. Do you understand now why he must be stopped? Well, my sweet friend, my monster, you know what you must do. Bring death from life. Be the one to kill my master. Leave this place a free man. Go far from these storms and this obsession and find somewhere quiet and far away. You want a life like that? You will need my help to finish the resurrection and bring you back. And I need yours. We cannot do this alone. When you are brought to life, when you are freed from your silent cell and given the chance to live again, I want you to destroy him. I want him to join the dead and know the pain that he has inflicted onto others. When he goes and the castle falls silent, we can leave this place together. I will not come looking for you. I will not tell the world about what you are. You can go and be who you want to be, not what the master intends. You are your own. He is here. The time must be close. Remember what you are, my friend. You could be free. You could truly live again.